Epic.
All right, welcome to our Minecraft Storytime number 2, Christmas
How's it
edition,
going, bros? My
except
name's
nothing is Christmas because we hate you. The end.
Yeah, no Christmas. This is holidays. Except
Happy
everything is good. Isn't
holidays.
that weird? Isn't that weird when they say like happy holidays, which like I'm perfectly fine with that saying. However, like they just use it as a substitute for Christmas and like everything like that they're like doing
No, it's
talking
just
about is
wrong to
Christmas
say
related.
Christmas, Brody. You can't say Christmas.
I was eating some Haribo gummies and it said like enjoy your holiday or whatever, and it literally had like a Santa hat and Christmas presents, and it's just like
That seems like Christmas to me.
yeah, it seems like Christmas. I feel like a Jew would just shrivel up if he ate those. Actually, he would, because gummy bears aren't kosher.
You know what? You know what's really, really weird?
Huh.
Is how gummy worms have more bones in them than worms.
Uh, Gummy worms don't have bones, dude.
They're made from gelatin, dude.
But gelatin is made from like pig fats, not bones.
It's made from processed bones. It's rendered.
Anyway, so we got some work stories. And you've had a few jobs, Colton. I've only had two that I've also never needed an interview for because I'm just that fucking good.
Or because your mommy and daddy got them for you.
I didn't get shit. I earned my job as a barista,
All right, yeah.
but we'll get to that. So you've had three jobs?
I have had 4. I worked at Arby's for 2 months. I worked at a yogurt shop for about 8 to 10 months. And then I worked at a laser tag arena for about 10 months. And then I worked construction where I was at a dirt testing lab. And I worked
Dirt
that up
factory.
until now. I got laid off for the
You
winter.
make dirt.
I don't make dirt. I test dirt. There's a difference.
Dude, I swear every time that you like sent me a snap of you doing stuff, all you said was dirt.
Well,
Dirt.
yeah, because the only thing in frame was fucking dirt.
That's all there is there. It's a dirt factory.
It's
And
dirt.
like didn't you and like Brooks have like dirt fights?
We, uh, a pair of coworkers of mine, undisclosed, would have very funny dirt fights. They would also take these little things. They were like little forklift things, except they were hand crank forklifts. You know what I'm talking about. We would drive
I
those around
don't,
like
but
Mario
continue.
Karts. You know, we would race
Oh
on
wait, I know
them.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, the
The
hand
ones that
forklift, the
say like
pump.
explicitly on the
Do not
back not
ride.
to drive it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we
it's
rode
so
those
fun.
around on Saturdays where there was no bosses there. We would play hide and seek. Uh,
Dude, that's awesome.
on one Saturday, I actually got tired of working and went to Walmart without clocking out. Wait, that wasn't me. That was my undisclosed coworker. Sorry.
That was your undisclosed coworker who's very bad.
Yeah, don't do that. Anyway,
That's
I got a bunch of
fraud.
really cool stuff at Walmart and then came back. It was fun. And then what about you?
Anyway,
What about your jobs?
I have worked construction for a whopping one summer. I was unemployed for a month, and now I am a fucking barista. And I make more money, and I like it way more than my construction job. Instead of making 16 bucks an hour, I make like 20 with tips.
Yeah, but you couldn't see any cool starfish come on your barista job.
Whoa there, buddy. You don't jump the gun
I'm not
here. All
jumping
right,
any
we're getting there.
guns.
All right. Well, now I'm just like legally obliged to tell the fucking starfish incident. But so at my construction job, you could basically like work anywhere where I was, like in the whole ass county, even out of the county, is basically just like you're a journeyman and you gotta find the work. And sometimes the work was an hour car ride north every single day. Dude, I fucking drove 2,000 miles in 1 month because
That
of
is
how
quite a
much
bit.
it was awful. Thank God I like carpooled most of the time until like the tail end when I was just miserable and I think they hated me and I hated myself. I got into a real like construction worker mindset, but I got to drive to Legoland every single day, and they have like a really really cool aquarium there. There's like tide pools and such. There's like a cool little shark pool, and there's like Lego decorations, and there's like one huge ass tank that you can like actually go under. And like side note, there's like some tanks that like bulb out, like you know, like some like how you can like peek your head through, like it's like
It's like a
concave.
fishbowl. It's the other way
Yeah,
around.
it was the other way around, and like you know, like the optical illusion where like if you're looking at it like straight on, you can't tell if it's like going in or going out.
Yeah. Did you
I
bump
thought
your
it was
face
going
on
in,
it?
so I like leaned forward and I fucking hit my face on it and gave myself a bloody nose
Yeah,
like an
you are an
idiot. Thank
idiot.
God. Yeah, thank God it was 4 in the morning and I was the only person there.
That would have been real
And
embarrassing.
yeah, I had to go to like the fucking employee bathroom and take the complimentary tampons for my nose.
Whenever we're at SeaWorld and we walk past that display with the megalodon mouth, I've always wanted to just reach in there and break a tooth off.
Dude,
Just
you're
every
not a
time.
real SeaWorld fan unless you've set off the
I did
Megalodon.
set it off. I threw a penny last time, remember?
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, I'm continuing. So at this aquarium, I show up there at 3 a.m. at the latest every single day. Don't even get me started at waking up at 2:15 every single fucking morning. It really chews you up and spits you out. It was so awful. I like had dates with my girlfriend after like work that I straight up don't remember. And so waking up 2:15, get there at 3, and like I'm there by myself. They usually just like gave me a task and then immediately went to like Home Depot, even though Home Depot opens at 6. So I don't know what they did for fucking 3 hours, but I was just there by myself and like just and our task there was just like to clean up the place because it was needed some repairs. We're like placing panels and shit of like FRP. That's like the weird like plastic stuff that's water resistant.
Yeah.
And so I was just, scrubbing along, cleaning the floor, getting rid of some rust. And there's like this one closet by the tide pool, and like each tank had like a closet, and
Okay.
each one had like its own like filter and stuff. Some of it was like a nursery where it's just like to help like fish get back to health in some spots. And just for the tide pool one, it had its own closet. There's like a drain on the floor. There's like a filter right next to there, and like there's like a little window that you can like see because it had like a tide pool like I guess it was like a wave pusher that like meant to simulate the tides.
Yeah, okay.
Except like the wave pusher was pretty far away from like the drain on the floor, and so I wasn't really worried about like getting it. They were just like, yeah, don't dump industrial cleaner in the tank, please. K, bye. And then they went to go to Home Depot. So I'm just by myself, like in the fucking pitch black aquarium, scrubbing the floor for a couple hours. And I know I'm just scrubbing along, and like the drain on the floor, like they didn't warn me about it. It's like, all right, I don't give a shit. I was using CLR, and I was just scrubbing away the rust with a little steel wool and having a merry old time. Do that for like 90 minutes, and then like there's a fuck ton of water everywhere because like we haven't fixed some leaks yet. Which there was
Yeah.
like a fuck ton, but it's still like wet and it was like drippy. So I was just like pushing in the water
It's
into
a
the
moist
drain.
environment.
It just got rid of it for me, and it's like, all right, that's pretty easy, good to go. And then I went to go to like the little golf cart that we had, like it was like regular show where we just had a golf cart to go around the whole place. It was honestly pretty awesome.
That sounds
But
pretty awesome.
went to the golf cart, come back, and like I see the tide pool has a lot of bubbles, like a lot of bubbles, and I've never seen that before. I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was like weird, like shiny, like like how oil, like if it gets on the floor, it's like shimmery.
Yeah, it's like the little rainbow patterns.
Dude, that's what it looked like.
Really?
And
Okay,
like,
I would
yeah,
freak out too.
I was freaking the fuck out. Like, and the starfish were acting weird, so fucking weird. They were like all like crawling out of there. They're like, help me! Like they're just doing that shit. And they're like crawling out of there, and like I like touched the bubbles, I like smelled it, and it smelled fucking weird, dude. I didn't know what it
You
was.
fucking
Like
smelled it.
I
Oh
didn't taste it,
no.
thank God, but
You should put it in your mouth, just lather it
I
around in there.
I'm getting there. And like it smelled fucking weird, it looked fucking weird. Like the water was murky as all fuck. And I was like, "Oh no." And like I go back into the closet, like I'm looking, like I don't see any pumps that go in there, like, and I definitely didn't get any cleaner near like where the water actually connected. And so I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like pacing. I'm like, oh shit, dude, I'm gonna get fired, man. I just killed this starfish, bro. It was bad. And I'm freaking out. I'm like thinking about this whole plan of like plausible deniability. I was holding like fucking rat out the guys I was working with. They didn't warn me, they didn't warn me.
So
Ah.
you thought
So
that the drain drained into the starfish and you got all the industrial cleaner in the starfish
into the
tank.
starfish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I thought I fucked up so hard.
You
And so I
thought
called
you
the guy.
killed you thought you just mass genocided some starfish.
Yeah, I just like fucking wiped Bikini Bottom off the face of the earth. It was awful. But told the guy I was working under, who was still waiting for Home Depot to open, I guess, and I was like, "Hey, I think I fucked up." And like, "What do you mean, dude?" And like, I think I got some cleaner in there through the floor. Like, oh, no, there's no fucking way. Cause like, I guess they didn't warn them about the drain in the floor either. So like, it definitely wasn't important according to him. And like, I don't know, man, it smells weird. It looks weird. I'm fucking scared, dog. And he's like, nah, you're fine. And like, dude, that's the voice of reason I needed because I was about to freak the fuck out, dude. Cause like, I just liked my job there for the time being before I like really started hating it. And like, I don't know, I was honestly way more guilty about just killing a bunch of fucking starfish
I would
than my
feel
actual
insanely
job.
guilty about killing all of Patrick Starr's friends.
It was so bad. And so like they can so after like an hour they come back and that's just me like pacing around thinking what do I do? And like, huh, that is so fucking weird. Like they're like looking at it, they did the same thing I did. The guy I was working for like fucking tasted it, like, well, it doesn't taste like soap. And like, okay. He's, yeah, it's salty. I was like, okay.
Salty. Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah. And so like at this point it was like fucking 4:30 in the morning. There was like one biologist there. They like called her over and we like explained what's happening. She was like looking at her because she looked a little concerned too. And she's like, oh, this happens every time we change the water. The starfish get excited. And I'm like,
They what?
excited? Yeah, they excrete
It's
some
like
semen
the
every
one
time we
seed.
change the water. And I'm like, what? So apparently, like with the fucking
It's
like wave
gone.
simulator and the starfish jizzing all over the place, it created like a fucking bubble storm, and they just act and looked really weird.
Did your
And so the
face look like
entire
Chris Pratt when his father told him that he gave his mom cancer? What?
it was so bad, but like we were fucking losing it at the guy I was working for because he's the one who like tasted the starfish cum, and we were just like fucking howling at him for like the next couple of weeks. But like
You like some little
I was
cummy
so
wummies?
thankful.
Little jizzy
I was
wizzy?
so I was so thankful that it was just Jizzy Wizzy instead of my own fucking fault.
Yeah, it
You know,
was just some
I,
jizzy wizzy. Yeah, we should normalize that term. Everyone that watches this video, go ahead. Jizzy wizzy. It's a new term.
cheese
It's
is
like cheese jizz. Shut up.
cheese whiz.
Yeah,
Get it?
get it?
Yeah, that's basically the only like actual funny thing that happened in my entirety working construction. Otherwise, it's just like sleeping on the job and shit. Normal construction
Normal
stuff.
construction. The beauty of being paid hourly with no supervision.
You just admitted to going to Walmart.
I did. No, that was my
Anyway,
coworker, dude. It wasn't me.
oh, coworker.
Yeah, undisclosed.
Yeah, and my coworker drank starfish semen.
Yeah, they did drink starfish semen, and they will never be able to live that down for the rest of their life because that is
Well,
embarrassing.
speaking of drinking ungodly things, tell me about your time at Arby's. Isn't it the best fast food place
It
for
is
high
not.
quality meat products?
In fact, don't go there.
No.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
But
Actually, the
what if
fries are okay. You can go there and get fries. Everything else, I'd be scared of. Everything just comes out of the freezer. And you know how it is at a fast food restaurant. Everything comes out of the freezer. The only thing that I'd stay away from is their classic, whatever it's called in cheddar. It's like beef and cheddar or
mhm,
something.
beef and cheddar?
Yeah.
Is that the only reputable
So
one?
no, this is the bad one. Everything that has pastrami,
Ugh.
beef and cheddar, stop eating, please.
Okay.
And everything that has pastrami, beef and cheddar,
Make me
basically
hungry.
any of the sliced meats come from liquid.
No.
It's a liquid. All right, we take it out of the freezer. It's a liquid. It's a liquid meat, and then we put it in like a tray, and we cook the tray, and it cooks it into like a meatloaf, and
Like a
then
brick?
yeah, it's a
Like
brick.
it's like rehydrating shit from Back to the Future?
No, it's fucking liquid. It's dehydrating it. It's just cooking it into a brick. It makes a brick of meat, and then we put that on the slicer, and then it slices it. By the way, illegal for me to use the slicer. I was 16 at the time. This was a couple years ago. 5, 6 years ago. I don't know. I was like
Oh,
16
no,
or
dude.
17. I wasn't allowed to use the slicer, but they made me use it anyway. Anyway,
You were coerced
they
using the
had
meat
ill
slicer.
practice, is what I'm trying to say. Uncleanly, ill practice. It was bad. And also, another time, this is when I quote unquote quit, because I didn't actually quit. So,
Okay.
what happened is instead of having a schedule that you could look at online and stuff like that, there was a piece of paper in the restaurant. You couldn't see it unless you went there, which
That's
is totally
fucked
fucked. There's a piece of paper in the
does
restaurant that has the schedule for the next 3 days on it. And I saw one day that I wasn't scheduled for the next 3 days. So I'm like, okay, Brooks, my friend, is scheduled. He can tell me when I have to come in because he's scheduled on some of those days and he can let me know before I have to come in
Seems legit.
that I'm on the schedule. And 3 days go by, I'm not on the schedule. And then on the 4th day, I'm like, hey, Brooks, am I on the schedule for the next day? And he's all, no, but you actually showed up for the last 3 days where it already passed. And I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, so that's illegal. So basically, they said I quit because I didn't show up for 3 shifts in a row. But I wasn't scheduled. I wasn't
like,
scheduled.
Jesus Christ, emerging after the 3rd day.
Yeah.
You were fired.
It was bad. And then they asked me to come back in and turn in my uniform, and I didn't.
Do you still have it?
I burned it.
Oh, come on. You know how fucking funny that'd be if you, like, trolled at Arby's?
Dude,
like,
I should have, like, put it
manager?
on and just fucking walked into an Arby's, gone in the back, stolen a bunch of shit, and left.
I wouldn't say stole a bunch of shit. Because,
Just
like,
cause
what
some
is there to
general
steal?
mayhem.
We'll
I'll
fucking
go on
liquidated
the.
meat.
I'll just cause some general mayhem. I'll go on the intercoms. I'll go in through the drive-thru and be like, "Hey, welcome to Arby's.
Attention,
you want
all
some shit
Arby's
today?"
customers. There's an interracial couple at table 4.
Attention, all Arby's customers. It has just been informed that this batch of meat has been recalled for being human. Please, there was a problem at the factory. Someone fell in the grinder. Please return your sandwiches.
There was a penis found in the...
There is a penis! An undisclosed penis in the undisclosed amount of food in an undisclosed area. Please return your sandwiches. But yeah, Arby's sucks. Don't work at Arby's. They're awful.
What about the Arby's customers? They had to be
The
fine.
customers were fucking fatties. Little fatty ratty fat people.
No.
Okay, I had this one lady come in the drive-thru, order
Also,
6...
wait. It is a little late, but there's a penis. Continue.
Alright, so she ordered 6 large shakes. 3 coffee, 2 chocolate, and 1 vanilla. She ordered 6, and I'm like, okay.
At least she changed it up.
Must be a lot of people in the car. In the car. I don't know, she's bringing them home.
People.
She pulled up to the drive-thru. It's one really huge fat lady, like 400, 500 pounds at 5 foot tall. I'm like, wow, that is a large lady. I'm sure she's just bringing some of these home. Some of them home. And she pulled around to a parking spot that just so happened to be in view of the drive-thru window. And I sat there and I watched her as she drank all 6 shakes. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and look up how many calories a large shake at Arby's is.
It can't be more than the Baskin Robbins, like 2,600 calorie shake.
Yeah, that one is absolutely
but 6
massive.
of them. And
But
it's from
6
Arby's. So.
Arby's shakes. They're 830 calories each.
Oh.
But it's 24 grams of fat in each.
Dear God.
So she had 6 of them.
I don't want to think about that. It's like 100.
6 times 24. She had 144 grams of fucking fat, dude.
Yeah.
She ate 12 times 12 grams of fat.
She ate 1/10 of a kilogram.
That is... It's like eating
That is
lard.
sickening.
It's really
Did
sickening.
she? Yeah,
It was gross.
Lard.
It was... You know, it was part of the 7 deadly sins, dude. It was gluttony in its purest form.
It was gluttony. Did she look like a seagull, like eating a French fry? Just,
no, she looked like a penguin eating a fish. Like where they unhinge their jaw and their throat opens up, and,
and they
just, because they don't have throats to push it down because they just let gravity do it.
Yeah. Dear God, that.
It was like a snake eating a crocodile with the fucking resume game. All right, guys, thank you for listening. We enjoyed
to our
you
Christmas
about our work.
themed episode.
It was so Christmassy. In fact, this could be the most Christmassy episode you've ever seen. And in case you haven't noticed, we always make a set. It's fun.
Don't turn around. The magic will be lost.
I'm not turning around.
Okay. You can't. It's like Disneyland when you see Mickey without the mask.
Exactly.
Goodbye
Goodbye.
and